And especially thinking about it through like a story, and that you have to learn, you have to have experiences that are, you have to have evil, because you can't have evil without good, and you have to have, bad experiences to make you as a person, and you can build your consciousness, builds your character, and just the yeah, sorry, I sort of had to find a river to swim into, to you know because of like my thoughts here, because I think that, you know there's just so much about this that's just been, that sort of validates that sort of thoughts that I've had, where I'm just like, I don't think there's any one right religion. I don't, you know, you go to hell if you aren't Christian. You go to hell if you're gay. This is all, nonsense. Why would God create something like that? And yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, it's just sort of like those thoughts of just like, I, I'm sorry. There's just so many things. I had one thing that I wanted to say specifically before the video, um, but yeah, it's just, I think I did. Something that I don't know, could be wrong, could not be. Is that, karma, and maybe that, but you do feel other people's feelings when it's about positive energy, and so the way that you interact with people, how they interact with you, and how that energy is going back and forth, and how you made them feel, and sort of just love people, and just make sure that, to create and just enjoy. And I think that, I'll think of, situations at work where I feel, there's situations where, a customer is being maybe inconsiderate, or just sort of ignorant, and some of my other coworkers, like Ethan um or Aiden, they'll sort of be a little bit rude to them. But yeah, and that's negative energy. And so I try to spread positive energy, because positive energy, why not? Give positive energy where you can. And I don't want it to be something that I feel become jaded of. I don't want to feel discouraged about this sort of thing, because I believe that you can really just, just feel, sorry, I'm just thinking of the collective consciousness orb, and just like how many people exist. I remember thinking like, okay, so 7 billion people exist right now, on planet Earth, and there's many other galaxies, and so I was sort of thinking of like, okay, so on planet Earth, like, I always, I thought of it through a Christian angle. I was like, okay, so every human being is, within this one, sort of, and every human being stays on planet Earth, over and over, and so those ideas were, yeah. Sorry, I think that, what I'm trying to say is that, it's, um like, how is there 7 billion souls? Are those newly created souls? How old are there new souls and old souls? Are those a thing? This is just my brain. This is just, because I think this is my religion. This is my belief right now, because I think that Catholicism, and, you know, just, I just think it's all, I don't know. It's like, I don't want to call it dreck, or, insult it, because I couldn't tell you for sure, but it's just this level of certainty that I'm just like, that's what makes sense to me, because Christianity does not make sense. Especially when you consider, okay, humans, started writing stories 2,000 years ago, and so, you know, well, not 2,000 years ago per se, but, within recent history, relatively speaking. And that's religion. These are the true religions. These are the ones that we follow, even though humans have existed longer than that. And, just all these sort of plot holes and this sort of stuff. And yeah, I'm afraid of dying in the sense that I want to be able to do things I want to create. I want to show, I want to be fulfilled. I want to, do all these things. And yeah, it's just, I think that the afterlife, there's no end. I think there's a lot of things. I sort of had a theory, which sort of got validated, was I was like, they're telling these in a sequence of events. I feel like time doesn't exist there. And so they sort of, and somebody said, yeah, these things were happening simultaneously. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. And dude, I want to know what my consciousness, my holy temples, like my consciousness outside of my physical body, what it is like in comparison to those other. And because I mean, you are like the consciousness is, there's, we're separate here, but we're like all one thing there. And it's I just it just makes sense to